Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I almost forgot your weekly reading, your weekly message from your person. Now, when I say person, whoever you're thinking about, it doesn't have to be, your twin flame or soulmate. It could be, somebody you just recently met and you're curious about what they might be thinking about you. Maybe there's something happening there. Before we begin, though, I just wanted to show you a new charm that I have. Hello to Massage Envy. One of the girls there gave me this really cute little charm, and it's good for meaning a lot of things. It's like being chained, or it could also be something, sexually related, or it could be something about freedom, or it could be something about being bound to somebody. So I think this is going to be a fun little charm to use or to interpret when it comes out. But I had, when I started preparing this reading, I channeled a song, and Hold On for One More Day came to my head. So it goes a little something like this. I know there's pain. Why do you lock yourself up in these chains? No one can change your life except for you. Don't ever let anyone step all over you. Just open your heart and your mind. Is it really fair to feel this way inside? This is the part I think is most important. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Till then, baby, are you gonna go let him hold you down and make you cry? Don't you know, things can change, things will go your way. If you hold on for one more day, hold on for one more day, things will go your way. So basically, yeah, I think this is kind of that's my ritual song for this. Hold on for one more day. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you got to break the chains. Sometimes you got to hold on. Sometimes you got to break the chains to hold on for one more day, something like that. So that's what that's going to mean to me. And I'm sorry for my singing. I don't want to sing too loud because I still have sleeping people in the house. So I'm going to put this now into the bucket. Wow, that was loud. There's a plate to the bucket. Okay. All right. So we've got 3 objects. We have the little elephant. This is cherry quartz elephant. I need to get an animal, some more animals, some crystal animals. I think they're so adorable. We've got this pyramid, the all-seeing eye pyramid, which I think is the amethyst pyramid too. And lately, things have been triangles and geometric shapes for me, so I'm going to do another crazy thing later on today, but I thought I needed to go ahead and do this one. And here, number 3 is this cute little turtle, green turtle, not real jade. Somebody told me real jade is really, really expensive, and there's no way I would have real jade. But yeah, I don't even think it's fake jade. It's just a green turtle, that's all. It's porcelain. Okay. All right, so let's push out a breath. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, release your breath. Open your eyes and choose the object that you're drawn to. And just for fun, I'm going to read your object too, so you know this belongs to you. This particular reading belongs to you if it matches your personality, okay? So we're going to consider these objects here how you resonate to your personality. If you don't resonate with any of these objects, then maybe this reading's not yours this week. We'll see. Okay? Well, all right, where I'm going to begin. First, we have the pink little elephant, cherry quartz elephant. So, this little guy, elephants are, for one, great parents. That's to me one of the first things I noticed. They're very tribal. They're great. They work among each other. Like they're groups and herds. They take good care of each other. whenever they, I just saw one recently, like a PBS thing. They were all like, they were about to be attacked by some creature, and actually it's the babies that are vulnerable because they're smaller. So the herd like made a big wall around this baby elephant, and then just all kind of ran together while the baby was running in the middle of the herd to keep them protected. So I don't know. In a general sense, I just adore I adore elephants, and I even belong to an elephant group, by the way. But the point of, I think, of your personality, so that's, a couple of points right there. Good with your family, good with groups, good with community. You work in cooperation really well. And another thing that they're known for is memory. Whenever this comes up in the little charms, I see nostalgia. I see like the Six of Cups, like memories and good times and a kindred feeling or of knowing somebody maybe in a past life or something like that. So I feel like when you're the kind of person that you're kind of sentimental. I think you're sentimental and you have a good memory, and you remember the good things about people very well, and it stays with you. You remember their loyalty very well, and that always stays with you. I think you might also remember some of the bad things, but not as much, You really do focus on the good times, because that's kind of what this means. It's like wistful and nostalgic. Not to say that you don't think that you're living in better times. It's just that those times reflect to you and mean a lot to you, and there's just sort of a cozy personality here. Okay, I think that's good enough for you guys, so let me go on with your reading. Back from the beach, and people didn't recognize my hands in that last video, but anyway, I put on nails again just so we can have a nice, clean, attractive visual for you. I think we're going to start with the Enchanted Embrace, like I usually do. So let's see, messages from your person, whoever you might be thinking about. Male, female, masculine, feminine. Let's see. Okay. Messages from your person. Ooh, I would walk 500 miles to be with you. That's so sweet. I like that song. I actually just sang it recently. Actually sang in a duet, and I think it was sounded quite nice. And this really goes well with the elephant personality, because they do have sort of this determination. I have my responsibilities. So their responsibilities could get in the way of, you're focusing on you. So that might be a situation here. It's almost like I would walk 500 miles to be with you, except I have my responsibilities. It's like, well, then don't even say that, like if your responsibilities get in the way, then this doesn't even mean anything, right? That's what I'm thinking. Just say you have your responsibilities. This all seems like a fantasy, an illusion. I can show you the world. So there is like two feelings here, two thought patterns. One is like, I want to show you everything, I want to do everything with you, I would do anything to be with you. And then the other one is, I have responsibilities and I'm going to let that be my excuse because I can't really make sense of this connection. I feel this connection, I feel close to you, I feel like it's magical, special, unusual, but this isn't real, and I don't know if I can make it real, Okay, so, or who's going to make it real? Is spirit going to make it real? Is the universe going to make it real? It's got to be an outside force, because it's like this person doesn't really actually want to do this, except right here, they're saying there is a force inside them that wants them to do this, but then they don't do it. So, okay. Let's see what your Sentimental Silhouettes. By the way, guys, I finished these last night. I finished the product on makeplayingcards.com, and I made a huge order, and cross fingers it looks all right. Usually what I do is I order one, check it out, make sure it looks okay, and then I make a big order. But I feel like these are going to be popular, and I just went ahead and made a big order anyway. And so, yeah, the backing's going to be kind of similar, but a little bit different, and it's going to come in a tin box, okay? So be on the lookout for that. We'll be in the shop in a couple of weeks, maybe. All right, it won't have a booklet or anything with it. It's Sentimental Silhouettes, and I call it his feelings, but it could be her feelings. It's just feelings. The only reason why I say his feelings is there's a majority of masculine images, male images, because I just want to give the man a point of view. Secure. So he's feeling secure. I got you, baby. You're safe and sound, and I trust you completely. That's that's what we want from him, right? Or whoever you're thinking of. But see how he's carrying her. So, if you're the masculine and you're wondering what she's saying, then just take it as she's feeling safe in your arms. Like maybe she jumped into your arms like a cat does sometimes. But yeah. So you got, he has you, you got him. You're safe, feeling safe together. Let's see, what else? Stimulated. You are so hot. You turn me on. So he definitely thinks that you're hot. I think he really wants to hold you, feel close to you. But whenever he takes a step back, he's definitely admiring you. And then if you're masculine watching for a female, for a female interest, then it's kind of like just take it as you're expressing your feelings about her, and she's liking it. She's feeling good. Like she feels good she feels good in your words, in your actions, and you're feeling content together. Feeling so content with you, I'm ready to introduce you to the people important to me. So there'll come a time where this side of the story will be true, where the walking 500 miles to be with you and showing you the world will come true, and he's going to, or she's going to, share you with her friends and family and show everybody. So it's really beautiful. It's like exactly what the elephant wanted. The elephant wants this community feeling and wants to feel accepted and stuff. So that's nice. And also beyond that feeling, you're also going to have kind of like a good chemistry, a good sexual chemistry. So let's see speaking of sexual chemistry, let's see what the Erotic Enchantment says. Okay. I don't want to bump into this. It's almost like that one wanted to come out, but I'm going to let them fly. These don't fly as easy, but when they do, it's kind of like... It's like the Dos Geese guy. The most interesting man in the world. They're very interesting cards that are very temperamental, that don't fly. But when they do, they fly way across the room. Okay. I'm going to take one that flies or flips. A flyer or flipper, please. That's not really a flying or flipping. Let me see what this is. Okay, well, I'll take it anyway. And this is so good to with the perfect, because it's how we started the reading with the little the handcuffs charm. It's kind of like that. This is showing like forms of bondage, like ropes and things like that. But the deeper meaning is Okay, the simple meaning is knots and ties, and the deeper meaning is feeling connected. Oh, you guys got lucky. This is one that I've written the meaning to, so let me go get that meaning. So somebody mentioned, I love your cards, but it would be so great if you could write a booklet to go with it so you can kind of tell us the deeper meaning, because there's some that came up, like the alone card. You know, it just seems like it's alone and they don't like it. But then I came up with the interpretation that it could be, you know, masturbation or whatever. And then they got all excited. They're like, I never thought of that. So can you tell us more? But so I got all the way to the seas, clingy, and yeah. And then I just couldn't keep going because it's very intense. So anyway, bonding is knots and ties. Knots are symbolic of holding and connecting ropes, strings, and cords. This image is symbolic of a connection that goes beyond the physical body and is still completely gratifying. So it's like, you know, it's definitely a psychic connection because of the heads touching each other like that. This card symbolizes a union of heart, mind, and body, all of them. And yeah, okay, so I think that's all I wrote for that one. The sexual position could be, so I go into, you know, a psychic orgasm and bondage. It could be you know, you could actually be together and doing kinky things like that, but it could also be orgasms through just simply your psychic connection or talking to. You don't even have to talk to each other. Like just thinking of each other can kind of get you there. That's happened to me. And yeah, so even at a distance, bonds can't be broken. There's always a closeness no matter where this couple resides, and there is a certain bliss in this sexual, sensual love bond. Similar to the infinity sign, with this couple, there is no beginning and no end. The card can also simply mean they love to be tied up. Okay, somebody loves to be tied up in here. So there you go, guys. That is an extended message for you, special for you. Not everybody's going to get the extended message because I didn't write that for everybody. For every card, I mean. All right, let's see what your tarot has to say. Let's see. Maybe we'll just throw in some tarot, and then this is kind of going to get long here, so we'll throw in some tarot and see what the tarot kind of lays out a story, and spirit can tell us what's going to happen next, what's in this story between these people here. You have the Magician. That's like, you know, Mercury, Gemini energy, using tools at your disposal, manifesting, creating things, making things out of thin air. You know, it's like making magic. Ooh, and the Moon, that reflects the psychic connection that's here as well, and dream time and being connected by the moon. You have your King of Wands. He's very passionate, full of desire for you, and steady and stable authority type. May not be the one that may not be quite as dependable as the Pentacles, but you know, they'll be very exciting, and they'll also, being that it's the king, they are mature and very good looking. And you have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is like wishes coming true. I feel like the Moon card here is also wishes coming true in a way. You know, but it's also that they are admiring you. You know how you really turn them on, and they admire your beauty, your physical beauty, but they also admire your intellect and your personality, your sweetness, you know. Whatever it is about that personality, they can't help it, you know. And so, Nine of Cups occasionally can mean being alone, but in this deck, it is togetherness, whether it's actual physical togetherness or just an emotional connection. There is a great connection here, a psychic and emotional connection that cannot be denied. All right, so let's, and you know, like maybe even if the 3D doesn't happen, at least you know you've got something in the 5D that just won't go away. Let's see what else. We're going to use the love notes from Queen Sugar, and we'll see what more messages we got. I think Queen Sugar is going to be sending me some more cards, so we'll see. I'd love to get some more message type cards. These are great. Okay, that doesn't flip, but it's like floating. It's a floater. Thank you for being patient. See, they hold on for one more day. They're like, yeah, there's something. Okay, we will be together again. Yeah, see? Thank you for being patient. You've been in my dreams. Told you, see, that the moon is about the dreams, you know? And as much as they try to psychically be separate, there is no getting away from it. When I look into your eyes, look, when I look into your eyes, I get lost in you. How sweet. And there is a song that reminds me of you. I listen to it and I think about you. That's so perfect, because we had the, you know, I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 miles, and looking into your eyes. So some of you, you know, like if you're just in sort of a crush thing, I feel like you definitely have a good connection. Like whoever you met, this is a really powerful connection if you just met them, you know. If you're thinking about somebody you've known for a while, this could go, I feel like with the content card, you could go to the next level, but there's still kind of this doubt, and they're using their responsibilities because this feels like a fantasy and illusion. That's why I felt like this was more like a twin flame situation, because they don't see it as a twin flame. They just see it as some kind of mysterious connection, and they don't know what it is, what it means exactly. And, you know, or maybe, you know, maybe you're the one that doesn't see it that way. But either way, there's something that is going to, I mean, it just feels like they're going to get over it somehow, some way, because they're saying that they're, you know, you guys will be together again. So let's see what the pink cards have to say. This could be the feminine response. This could be just, you know, you decide. Additional messages. Let's see. More messages. How does the other person feel all about this? The other person being the other, you know, other than what we have already here. The other. We have, I want things to be different. I'm so lost right now. You're my best friend. Could be, you know, something happened and some of these things doesn't make sense. Like if you're the feminine here and you're trying to make sense of this situationship, you feel like something happened and don't know, you know, like you're like floating or like feeling ungrounded. There's something going on that's not feeling right, and you want things to be different. And maybe, you know, it's like, can we start over and be friends? Can we get to know each other as friends? Like, maybe if the friendship aspect of this relationship needed some work, you know, so you can really communicate and understand each other better. I mean, I don't know, maybe some people, you know, maybe you just related in a certain way, and then just those responsibilities got in the way of one of the people, and the friendship didn't work out, or, you know, but this connection is like friendship, you know, it's like it goes beyond just a sexual attraction. It goes beyond a psychic connection. It's a desire to have trust. Like friendship to me is about trusting each other and considering each other's feelings, and being there for each other. So I think maybe that's what somebody desires here, a friendship too, because that would make it more, that would ground it better. That's what it is. This is like, there's this kind of like not a grounded feeling, and the French, if they could turn into friends, there would be a grounded feeling that would feel safer. Going back to the safe, feeling safe and secure. I know this sounds kind of backwards, but maybe some of you started out in a sexual relationship, maybe got hot and heavy so fast that you didn't establish a trust and a friendship type base. Like a lot of relationships grow because they start off as friendships, if you jump too fast to the physical side, then, or maybe you still haven't gotten physical, or maybe you just have this beautiful psychic connection, but you want something more, like something more 3D. Let's see what the romance angels have to say. Let's see. Oh, reconciliation. We will be together again. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay. Well, enough said. I feel like maybe there could have been regret, maybe a change of heart, maybe something, something's going to come around. Something's going to resurface, or something's going to be readdressed, or maybe something will become more stable and secure and turn into a friendship, It's, yeah. Anyway, so you know what? I'm going to use these dark Moon Astrological cards to kind of get a romantic message for this pile. It's a long one, I know. I hope you like it. I guess this will make up for not having done one earlier this week. So we're going to use these to come up with a kind of a game plan, maybe? Lunar eclipse change. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna look in the book, so don't mind me, but there is a romance message for each of these cards, so I'm gonna just focus on that. So let's see. Dramatic changes are in store. Okay, and here's a quote from Buddha. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Sorry, I'm choking on myself. Oh my gosh. And when I was out on the beach, I had an amazing epiphany about Trinity and threes and the Grand Trine. So upcoming is going to be a Grand Trine talk and more geometric shape talk according to love and relationships. All right. And spirits. Okay. Let's see. Where is the romantic explanation? Any number of things might happen, ending or beginning, or transformation of a relationship. It's new ways of looking at things. And well, I'll just read the whole dang thing. Oh, here it goes, relationship. Here we go. So whatever the issue, it has been brewing for a while, and things are about to bubble over. It could be a partner or would-be partner who wishes to take a relationship to a new level. Since the moon symbolizes our emotions, you probably already sense what this change should be and will not be completely surprised by it. But the force and dramatic nature of this shift may be unexpected. Expect to be thrown off balance. If the situation is something you've taken for granted and it collapses, then you will need to make a new start. In any event, you should start to see these effects within the next 6 weeks and expect for an outcome to be completed within 6 months. This card also indicates cycles, and whatever seems lost at this time, you can be assured will return to you. perhaps in a different form, but most certainly better. I love that. That's so perfect. There is a reconciliation coming. You will be together again. This person has their responsibilities or illusions about the relationship, but they're going to have to step back. You're going to have to step back, or you're in separation, or you're looking at things in a different light. But I feel like maybe you sent out a message during the Lionsgate portal asking for some kind of resolution to this, and this will come within the next 6 weeks to 6 months, guys. Okay, so that's pretty exciting. All right, let's see what your charms have to say. You know what, I'm gonna do the little cute plate because I'm gonna make it a brief charm reading. Just a little sprinkle. There we go. Oh, you guys, this is good because when I was out on the beach, I totally had an idea about Ariel, and I'm going to do a reading about her. But there's so much about Ariel that I didn't think about before. One, of course, she traded in something because to win the guy, she had to change, and you don't have to do that. You don't have to sacrifice your tail for legs. You can keep that tail and your voice and everything and be authentic to your truth and still win the guy. And you might even win the guy better, stronger than before because you're true to who you are. All right, and then you got cupcake. So something sweet coming soon. Some golf here. I don't know if somebody likes to play golf, but playing golf is a good way to just kind of detach and feel calm and do something methodical and calm. I mean, that's a good thing for anybody. Whatever it is you like to do, if you like to go float in the water like I did, it's a good way to change your perspective. If you like to play golf, there's something soothing about the game. It's anyway, it's goal oriented, and but it also has this kind of gentle quality about it. It's not a violent sport, it's calming. So it's almost like fishing. So the two sport, you might like to go fishing too, to give yourself some perspective. Things are good. The family's good. Peace pipe. Somebody might be coming with the peace pipe soon because of this reconciliation's happening. Let's be together. And look, you got the magic carpet. They said they want to show you a whole new world, right? I can show you the world. So I feel like they might be coming in to reconcile, to make things right, and show you this world, their world. This has been their goal all along, is for you to be part of their world. They feel this way towards you, they want you to know them, they want to know you, they want to share your, share you with the people they care about, So there you go. I hope you like that, you guys. Oh my God, this was an emotional one for me. And so I'm just going to give you guys a big hug. And if you're visiting, thank you for visiting. Please feel free to subscribe and share this, with anybody that you're interested in, that might be interested in this kind of thing. So it's not so much a channeled message, but it's a little bit of messages from your person, and kind of a story of the situation through spirit. And maybe sometimes advice too, what to do next. So yeah, just be prepared for change is all I can say here. And don't try to resist it. Accept the change and be true to yourself. Ultimately, be true to yourself. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next. All right, next we have the All-Seeing Eye Pyramid. So I'm going to talk about your personality a little bit. So I think that you're very balanced, you see all the sides to things. You see every side. You could be very Libra-like. I think you're very intelligent. You're mathematical. Let me make sure it can zoom nicely for you. All right. So I see lots of things. I see that you're probably very psychic as well. You're a seer. You see things. Sometimes you don't know what to make of it, but you do see things like in your dreams, and sometimes so you're clairvoyant. Like you'll have moments of clarity. You'll have moments where a picture pops into your mind. Sometimes it can be a false picture, and it sort of like it can throw you off. It could be a self-fulfilled prophecy where you're kind of like, I hate to say this, but like Anakin, like he had a bit of psychic ability, but when he saw Padme in his dreams crying, screaming, he jumped to conclusions as if she was dying. But what she really was, he was seeing her in labor. And so for those of you who are Star Wars fans, hello. Anyway, the point is, these visions that come to you, sometimes you don't always interpret them correctly, so you have to be really focused on the truth of the matter and make sure you understand the truth. But otherwise, I think there's like a great responsibility here too. Like, you have a lot of power. Also, think you're really connected to the cosmos, maybe a star seed. Because the pyramid often makes me think of Stargate and aliens and Egypt, and you could be, maybe you're Egyptian descent, or maybe whether you know it or not, you're Egyptian descent. I saw something interesting where you can look at the shape of your feet, your toes, and it tells you you're Egyptian, Roman, or Celtic, or something like that. But anyway, very pointy toes that go into a point mean you're Egyptian. I have this too, like this Egyptian toe supposedly, which makes sense, my room's all Egyptian, and so maybe that stuff appeals to you, because the Egyptian mythology and lore is very interesting. It's very ancient, and there's a lot of secrets that are held in that kind of in that world and in that lore and that history. You could be interested in history, you could be interested in hidden things and learning the truth about things. All right. Ancient things too. I'm just going to put this little eye popping up there. All right, so let's start off with the Enchanted Embrace for messages from your person. Let's see, messages from your person. This one's kind of a long one, but oh well, I feel like you'll deserve it. Messages from your person. What do we got? Someday we'll be together. That's good. These all could be tied together too. And since I always say this to like the second or third pile, but never to the first pile. But these could be tied together, kind of like that bondage, like the handcuffs. So you might be one that likes to listen to all three readings. You have, I would walk, see, this is tied to the first one. This one came out for pile number 1. I would walk 500 miles to be with you. So, some of you out there might like to watch pile 1 as well. And even if that's not your personality, it could be your your person's personality or something, another message or extended message. Let's get 1 or 2 more of these. There's so many words in the silence between us. That is true. Sometimes the silence makes more sense than the actual words you say to each other. Sometimes you're just bad with words, or you stick your foot in your mouth too much, or you're not expressing yourself, or you need time to think about something before, I love you. Oh, that's nice. So that's a good place right there. Let's see what his feelings are. This could be his or her, but I call it his feelings because there's a majority of masculine images, the male doing things, like caring and whatever. Well, I'm not going to take all of those cards, but I like this one. This is one of my favorites. A romantic surprise. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Enjoy the music of the night. So you might have an evening kind of rendezvous or date. You also have enthusiastic. So your person's feeling very excited to be with you. They want to spend more quality time with you. Even the twin flame popped out. You know what? I could take all of these. Some of them came out from the last reading, though. Interesting, though. So I'll just take all of them. Why not? You had so the twin flame is my one, my life, my other half. This is saying, like a great storm, the two of us shake the tree of life down to the hidden fibers of its roots. Very beautiful. And like in the first pile, you have secure. I got you, baby. You're safe and sound, and I trust you completely. And content, like showing you to your friends and stuff. I feel so content with you. I'm ready to introduce you to people important to me. First pile also got stimulated, so I do feel like this is connected to the first pile. You are so hot, you turn me on. But what's different is this card, the confused card. Feeling a little uncertain about what to do next. Give me a sign. That's important. So I feel like first pile is connected to this pile, and this pile is kind of even more of a message. I know that you're my twin flame. I want a romantic time with you. Always feel happy when you're around. I feel enthusiastic. I feel good. But when we're apart, I feel confused, and I just want to know what I should do next. But, it's it's like love is a two-way street. It's like hard to know what to do when people tell you one thing. And anyway, let's see what this erotic attachment might be here for you guys. This is the time of day on Mondays where the trash comes, and on other days the mail comes. God bless the mail. And let's, pray for the mail. Pray that a solution comes up. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what your person wants to tell you about the erotic situation between you, if there is one. Oh, Dominion. You are mine. He definitely doesn't want to let you go, because you belong to him. He feels possessive of you. He thinks that you're his. So that does kind of go back to the first reading and back to the little handcuffs. And the first reading was about bondage, interestingly enough. And this one is about dominion. It's like taking it to the next level. It's like, well, bondage wasn't enough. I'm going to dominate you. I'm going to grab you and just kind of hold on to you because you're mine. Let's see what the tarot has to say about all of this. What's the story here? What's the story? What's the scoop? What's the poop? What's all the hubbub bub? All right, let's see. Let's see, what is the story here? Well, first of all, you're beautiful and gorgeous, and he's totally turned on and hot by you. He sees you're single. He's like, you're not dating. This could be just, him seeing you as a beautiful single girl who's got her stuff together. There you go. Or the other way around, put yourself where you see yourself. Male, female, masculine, feminine. Parent your card swatcher, but this is about your person. And the Page of Pentacles, this is so sweet. This is an embrace. This is a hug. This is physically being together. But the Page is also communication. So the next kind of communication you'll have between each other will be a warmer kind of communication. It'll be like a hug. It'll be an expression of something. It'll be a 3D expression, but it'll make more sense and be more solid instead of confusion where you might have left off. There's going to be an expression that's will make more sense. You know, I feel like sense usually deals with the feeling of making sense has to do with swords, right? Mental. But sometimes pentacle is sensible also. It's like logical, it's concrete, solid, you know, things that are, and sometimes swords is what's confusing and in the air because it's in the mental plane, so that you need something grounded that makes sense in the physical plane. And you're gonna get a hug, I think. I just see the hug right there. You hear his heartbeat. You'll hear his heartbeat. Oh, there he goes again. So there is your Knight of Pentacles. He's slow and steady, but he's gonna explain things to you, express things to you, make things right, whatever. It take him a while to figure it out, to really understand. He just needed time to sort things out, I guess. Let's get some more messages. What is behind all of this from your person? Oops. We'll take all of these. Let's see. I know I messed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. That kind of goes back with being confused. Like, something happened, he messed things up, he wants to fix it. My mind and heart always come back to you. It's like, even though he tried, it didn't work. You are my safe place. You are my home. It always feels good. See, like all of these, it always felt good to be with you, you know. It felt good in this way, like stimulated by the way you look. You felt secure, like being together, and you felt enthusiastic being together. And so this looks like a future event to me. Like, well, the twin flames is your base, and the romantic surprise is a future event. But the base of how you feel, or how he feels about you, or she feels, is all of this. Is, you know, this twin flame situation, feeling enthusiastic, feeling safe too, being part of, being connected, always coming back to you. Let's see what else. I don't want to be rejected, so I stay silent. I feel safer not knowing the outcome. Well, I know how that feels, because I feel the same way. It's like there can be there's sometimes it's just a perceived rejection. It all depends on how you see it, right? And I guess that some people have that problem, like, but it just seems sort of obvious when somebody breaks up with you, or they block you, or whatever they do, whatever is the thing that they do that feels like rejection, it seems like rejection, right? It doesn't always mean that it's rejection. It could be just them doing something for themselves, and yet you're feeling it and you're reacting to it, and how can you not, right? So it can get kind of confusing when rejection comes into play here. But just like, I mean, everything, you just have to take it and move on, and then maybe figure it out later. I don't know. You've been in my dreams again. First pile 2. So pile 1 and 2 are definitely connected. And if there are two, one is one person, one is the other, they definitely are twin flames, because they're like connected in this way that they're mirroring each other, like totally feeling each other. Let's see. I don't know why I'm shuffling these, but we're gonna see what the feminine response is, but it doesn't necessarily have to be feminine. It could just be the alternate reaction, or thoughts, or other person, or additional messages. And sometimes it could be just the two thoughts of your mind, the two sides, or one that you speak out loud and one that you keep to yourself. You are my joy, you're my light, you're my peace of mind. It's more of that, you know. Let the old me go and see the new me. So there is a change happening here as well. Like somebody wants to improve and do something different and bring a new light to the situation. Let's see what your romance angels have to say. Let's see. We can maybe pinpoint what this situation is about. Oh, unrequited love. I don't feel anything unrequited here. There's somebody else. There's a third party, I feel. There's a third party unrequited love. But this pile didn't have the whole, I have my responsibilities. I think I need a clarifier on that one. Let's clarify it. Who is this unrequited love? Is this the two of you guys? Is it? I know it could be, but it could be this relationship or situationship that you have. You are attracted, you have chemistry, but it's not enough to get you into the 3D. Let's see. But stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Release your ex. That's what it's about. The time has come to clear your energy. Somebody has to release this person, the one that they don't feel those feelings for, you know, the ones that they don't have the chemistry with. So, yeah. Yes. It could also be, this could also be this fear of rejection, right? The unrequited part. What if I reach out to her? What if I reach out? Okay, so your person might be thinking, what if I reach out to her and she rejects me? You know, what if there isn't a chemistry between us? What if she doesn't really want me? Which is silly, guys, because it looks like you're twin flames. So let's get the final message from the Black Moon Astrological cards. This could be explain what to do next in this situation, or you know, the remedy, whatever. Saturn return, haha. It's a very pretty Saturn return card. Age, and it's 50. All right, Saturn return. So I'm going to read to you the romance part of this card that deals with relationships. Okay. So there's one Saturn return that's like around your age, like 29. The first Saturn return happens around 29, and it's where childish things must be put away. And then the second Saturn return happens around 60, when you become more aware of your own mortality. I haven't gotten there yet. I feel like my Saturn returns. Somebody said something about Saturn going into. Oh, right. My Saturn was in the 7th house. Supposedly, it's supposed to return to the 7th house next year. Anyway, Saturn kind of is a heavy planet, and it sort of makes you feel like things aren't going your way, you know. But it also has to deal with putting so much work into it that it will turn out right. It's just, and also Saturn is the planet of truth. Saturn returns are all about correction and, you know, fixing something that was wrong before. Saturn corrects any area which isn't based on reality. It might be romance, business deals, educational paths, partnerships, or marriage. This card is pointing something out to you that may not have been genuine in the first place, and that should probably be let go. Whatever is shaking your life won't last and probably isn't meant to. If this card is drawn, you will not be given a pass, and the matter in question will not progress as easily as you might want it to. But more positively, this marks a time when things are solidified. And see, that's what I felt here, like this. Well, that was in pile 1, this sort of need for something to be solid. But here too, you know, this desire for solidity. Now, I feel a third party situation, and it's hard to tell. I think one couple is a twin flame and another couple is something else. And but the twin flame could also be the unrequited because it hasn't gone to 3D and there's a desire for solidity. So Saturn coming out could be actually a positive thing in this situation. There's some interesting energy here, very interesting energy. You may feel a sense of time running out. If any partnership is now being formed, that lover partner may be older or in better standing than you. Pessimism may figure in, and you may be compelled to give up on something you believe in dearly. Interesting, yeah. But whatever you put your mind to right now will have permanence to it. And this goes so well with Lionsgate, so be very careful what kind of wishes you make during Lionsgate, because I feel like with the power of the portal and this power of Saturn right here, I don't know, you know, astrologically for you what's going on with Saturn, but in this reading it sounds like something's going to turn solid. So on the positive side, it could mean that your twin flame relationship is coming into the 3D. On the negative side, it could mean that your separation will be permanent, that you'll never be able to be together, and that you'll always be in the spiritual plane. So take your pick. I don't know. Saturn return tends to bring on rough passages, but also harvest. You're now at a time when you need to understand things better than you did even a year ago. It's time to be brave and face this important passage. There are no quick fixes when this card turns up. Know what you can and cannot do. Take life in measured way, much like this planet of time already does. Let go of your illusion, for they do not serve you. You're down to the brass tacks now. Time to see what you are made of. If you feel like you've already done that and you made the right decision, then good. You know, stick with it, right? Don't waver. But if you're having doubts again, if you're having doubts and the first pile is connected to this one, if you're having doubts, this is saying stay optimistic about your relationship. Positive thinking. Don't have I think maybe it's the negative thinking that's causing this situation not to be what it can be. There's something unrequited, but it could just simply mean a fear of feelings not being returned between the twin flames, or it could be a third party, because the release your ex is here as well. So, but it might not have to do with the third party at all. It could be this energy, this fear energy, that's doubt energy that keeps creeping into the relationship. I think ultimately you might get to this romantic surprise, this feeling of being together. Like there is a promise here. I know I messed up. I always come back to you. You are my safe place. But there's a fear of rejection. This could be that fear, you know. Saturn return card just means there's something very heavy and serious going on here, and it's not to be treated lightly, because if it's a twin flame situation, you have a destiny together that you need to accomplish, right? If you ignore it again, this lifetime, you won't be able to fix it until the next lifetime. So there could also be an age difference or something with age between the two of you as well. Or waiting, right? One of you are waiting for the other to catch up in evolution and spirituality or whatever. And it's no fault of anyone's. It's just the way you landed on the planet. One of you might have had just more time to learn things spiritually wise than the other. And one of you is in a further along than the other, and you have to wait. So that happens in twin flame situations. I don't plan on these readings to be twin flame readings, but it feels like it here. Okay. Saturn, you're so heavy. Let's do some charms. Okay. We're just going to do a little sprinkle. Sprinkle of charms. Let's be light and happy. Look, we got the kitty cats. So you might be sharing a kitty cat. I was watching a reading with Kino that said, my future husband and I will have a kitty cat together. All right, and then we have the Kundalini snake. So definitely releasing these tensions, your energy. You just really got to tap into your body and into good health and everything else, and let that ripple effect go up your spine into your head chakra, crown chakra, and just really just heal this body energy inside of you. You've got Saint Dymphna. She's the patron saint for sad people, depression and things like that. So she's here to help anybody out of their doldrums and sadness. You might have a date night or some drink or some kind of celebration coming up. Could also symbolize don't turn to drinking to avoid the issues here. You have Christoph, so that's good too. Like Christoph he's ready to come back into your life. He's ready. He's ready to be with you. You've got or he could be just standing firm in his beliefs, or doesn't know what to do. Maybe just doesn't know what to do. There's music here, but there's sunshine. This is a promise for happy times ahead, happiness and joy and peace and love. You got the key to each other's heart. You have the Holy Grail, the love cup. This is a special kind of cup. It's not just a love cup. It's the Grail that goes beyond. It's like sangreal. It's royal blood too. It means you're connected in a special way. You have the bells. It could be wedding bells, but it could be warning bells. Like, don't let this moment pass. Use this opportunity. The Lion's Gate is here to bring you together. You got the little baby rocking chair rocker, the horsey rocker. I had one of these. I should show you a picture one day of me on my little horsey. So cute. Anyway, it just means, I think, fertility, babies, innocence, thinking of this as a new and starting over maybe. Direction. What direction will you go in? If it's an ending, it's an ending. If it's a connection that can't die, then realize it. It could be a miracle. There could be more to it. 24 is my number. It's my favorite number, because it's a good compound number, but it's also 24 represents the heart in Lenormand. It's also added together makes six, which is the lover's number, and it's also the reverse of 42, so like it mirrors 42. So yeah. Okay guys, well, I'm not going to talk too much further because Saturn has weighed my mind down. But I just want to give you guys a big hug. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I do this weekly, and it's usually not this heavy, but lately the energy, because of I guess the portal energy, has made it really heavy and very focused on twin flames. But there are lighter readings out there. I did do a singles and soulmates one that was very nice, so go check that out, and share this channel with all your friends. Those of you who are subscribers and members, thank you so much. You do so much for me, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm moving on to the next. Okay, pile 3. Woo, this is a long one. And I didn't even talk too much in between. You got the turtle. Look at him, he's so cute. The turtle's interesting. The turtle comes with its own house. So I think home is very important to you. Feeling safe is important to you. Feeling protected. You're slow and steady wins the race kind of person. You don't feel like you have to rush anywhere. That if you are very thorough and thoughtful and think things through, then you probably get there way faster than other people who rush and don't think things through. So there's this kind of maybe taking your time about things, but you know that in the end it works out the best for you when you do that. When you don't just jump to conclusions, or you rush to ideas, or rush to decisions. You got to really look at things both ways and in multiple layers. But also, you're very sensitive, like you have a very sensitive underbelly. It's almost like very similar to the crab, you know. If you're a Cancer, turtles and crabs are kind of similar. And you might retreat into your shell to protect yourself from these energies. So, my daughter's making a shake. Anyway, so yeah, be aware of that you have these you have this tendency to protect yourself, and that's okay though. You know, whoever loves you has to realize that you may retreat sometimes just to be safe and to protect yourself. Also, green is a very good color here. It's earthy, it's grounded. I feel like earth signs here are very strong with this turtle, which is very cute. All right, so let's start off with some Enchanted Embrace cards. See what we got. What are our messages from person? Pile 1 and 2 were very deep and heavy, and I think they were connected. Let's see if this one is also connected or if it's separate energy. Let's see. We've got, I will love you till my dying day. Very nice. Now that I see you, everything is different. And you are sweet perfume like the desert rose. Like the desert rose, allay, allay. Alright, we'll just take those. Those are nice. I already felt a lighter energy in this. This could, if it is part of the other two, it's definitely a future happy connection. So far, so good. Anyway, but it could be just so far it could be just a sweet little romance here. Let's see what the person's feeling, and then we'll see if it's connected. The turtle looks nice under the sunflower, like he belongs. What are your person's feelings? Could be feelings about the connection, or it could be feelings about you. Let's just go ahead and take those two. Adventurous. Fly me to the moon. Let's go to the unknown together. I'm ready to try new things with you. Do you trust me? And, ooh, joyful. They feel joyful. Feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. Anything else? Uh-oh. Criticized. Feeling like I can't say or do anything right. It might be you, or it might be somebody else, you know. There are moments where they feel joyful with you, and other moments where they feel criticized. I don't know. But it could also be somebody in their life that's criticizing them right now, and you're the place that they always go to feel joy. Encouraged. I will win your heart no matter what it takes. You are so precious to me. Alright, so they plan to win you. This could be a new relationship, or it could be one that's established that had a bit of a separation. Or, yeah, first pile was reconciliation. Maybe this is them deciding to come and win you if you connect it with the first pile, but you don't have to connect it. You can always take it separately. You know what? I'll go ahead and take both of these. Oh, you have tenderness and seduction. Nice. So, the tenderness feels like a close connection here. Safe in your arms. The word safe has come out in all three piles, and especially for the turtle's going to really be happy and content with tenderness and safety. And so when the turtle feels content with tenderness and safety, they feel like they can be seductive and come out of their shell and do other things, you know, with you or you with them, wherever you see yourself, masculine, feminine, male, female, querent or cross watcher, which querent and cross watcher is kind of a weird way to look at it, but I think because the majority of you are feminine, heterosexual females, then sometimes your masculines watch, but not to watch for themselves. They watch to see what you might pick. Maybe I think a couple of times. I mean, not a couple. Occasionally that can happen. That's why I say cross watcher. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this connection. Like, what is going on here? Who are these people? Is this a romance, or is this a new thing? Is this connected at all to the other piles? Let's see. Oh, a public person, somebody famous. Six of Wands. Also, this sounds very much like encouraged, you know, like I will win your heart, you know, riding in on their white horse. So somebody's feeling confident and they are going to come in and sweep you off your feet. They also feel like they're going to be very welcomed, like, you know, they don't feel worried about it. In the pile 2, we definitely had some insecurities, like feelings of rejection, but this one so far feels confident and encouraged and adventurous and joyful. There could be a little bit of criticism here, but this could be, like I said, somebody else. But if it is you guys, I feel like this is going to be worked out. Maybe a past criticism that came up between you will work each other out. It's just saying, sometimes you just don't feel like you say anything right, you know, feel like you do or say anything right. I'm going to shuffle better because the same things came out. I don't know. Maybe I should just go ahead and take it because these 2 cards came out again. The Knight. So maybe it is attached to the first pile. I mean, the second pile. Was it first or second? Anyway, the second pile had this safe and secure feeling, which makes sense a lot to the little turtle who likes to feel safe and secure. So there is this closeness, this bond, the next form of communication will be something very tangible, solid, a hug, an affectionate attitude, and it might be a physical gift of some sort, like a tangible thing here. The Knight of Pentacles is so much like the turtle, like slow and steady moves the race. They're getting there. It's taking time, but they'll get there eventually. And then you have the Wheel. So there is sort of like this interesting karma situation, but maybe it's just saying what comes around goes around, or you know, maybe something landed in one place, but it's coming around again, or, you know, like there's not. It's just constantly moving. There's just cycles, you know, nothing ever is permanent. Like you're constantly growing. I also just had the vision of a spiral. This message is in 2 of the decks. 2 decks I've read about spirals, and how when you learn things, sometimes you learn in a spiral. So sometimes you revisit something, but you're not revisiting it on the same plane. You're revisiting it on an upper plane. So as the spiral spirals upwards, you might revisit some feelings and thoughts and whatever, but you're moving up from it. So something slightly changes, and then slightly changes again, and then slightly changes again until you reach the peak, right? Until you reach your destination, until you reach the discovery point. I feel like that's kind of what I got out of that. I don't know why, but that's what I'm seeing that the cycle has. Also, this could have to do with the portal, about what's going on right now in August with the Lion's Gate. So let's see what we're gonna get some more messages from the Love Notes by Queen Sugar. This finally fell off. It was like wobbly. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else. Love notes here. We've got, I am in a better headspace now. See, that's good. This could be the evolution of the two piles. And now finally here's the beautiful resolution where you've kind of come to the peak. You're in a better headspace. Somebody's in a better headspace. You are my weakness. I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. I need you to know that it hurts me knowing that I hurt you. So there could be some pain involved in this relationship, but they're making amends. They're atoning, you know. They're coming in and at a higher level now, at a better headspace, a place where they've had to learn and grow things. Now, the pink ones represent the alternate point of view, maybe the feminine, your point of view, or maybe just an alternate point of view of theirs, or wherever you see yourself. Let's see, what are some more messages, either from your person or you speaking back to your person. Oh, okay, we got, your confidence is beautiful. Text me. Be my shield and protect me. My love, stay strong. These do sound like feminine, I would say. But I feel like both feminine and masculines do like confidence. You know, that's very attractive. But definitely when, you know, if you're feeling doubts and stuff, that's kind of a turnoff, right? So if you're feeling confidence, that's an attraction. Either side, you know, male, female, masculine, feminine. If there's a confidence there, the confidence makes you feel safe, you know, makes you feel secure. So somebody wants some communication, real 3D communication, like this page here, you know, real 3D communication, a text. Be my shield and protect me. Feeling safe in your arms, you know. And my love, stay strong. Stay strong. That strength is what is so appealing. And the strength and the confidence are so appealing. I had so many epiphanies out at the beach yesterday. It was interesting, but I will let you know all about that in another future reading, because it would be too long on this one. But you know, strength did come up, strength, and how it's important, like, to be strong in situations and have courage in situations, you know, and not hide. So let's see what your romance angels have to say about it. I know it's easy to go into your shell as the little turtle, but have some courage, you know, and keep your chin up and your chin out. Let's see. Oh, that was fast. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor now in your love life, so it could be a material thing. Somebody coming in with a gift, maybe, or finances or security. A 3D, feeling a 3D situation here. I feel like need a little more clarification. You gotta give your relationship a chance. See, that's important. Work on your partnership. So that's really good. I like when that one comes out, because that's very specific and it's something that I can understand. So our final message comes from the Dark Moon Astrological Oracle, which is a very deep and it gives me such deep messages. We're just going to take the romantic message for now and see what that could be. This is like your solution. This is your help. Ooh, you got Leo for the Lionsgate. So whatever you do, I think now is the time. Leo, I will. And Libra, I balance. Both beautiful, perfect for the situation. There needs to be strength, Leo is strength, and there needs to be balance and not going to extremes on things, like really balancing both sides of things. So let me see if I can zoom in better. It just zoomed in and now it zoomed out again. There we go. All right, Leo, I will. So just like look at this amazing image. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's like encouraging. It's very encouraging. So this is Mae West. I love her. Okay, here's a quote from Mae West. It is better to be looked over than overlooked. You go, girl. She's a Scorpio. Oh my gosh, Mae West. I feel her energy around me a lot sometimes. All right, so the sign Leo reigns over children, creativity, and the stage or public arena. Leos make great actors, television workers, book publishers, artists, salespersons, and posers. But to overlook a Leo brings about great resentment in him or her, but generally Leos are too proud to ever say so. So whether your person is a Leo or not, there could definitely be similar traits of a Leo here. You know, a lot of pride, right? Since Leo rules the 5th house, this card can indicate romance entering your life. It will be generous, open, and playful. It may be a connection where you will work together on an idea or possibly ventures with a vision that will create new things for the public to enjoy. I love that. And actually, this is kind of my dream with my twin flame. We both are very similar in some respects, and I just, like, one of my dreams was us working together in a public way, using our talents and our acting abilities and things like that. But for some of you, this could be, you know, just somebody you met, somebody you crush, a friend that's turned into something more. It doesn't have to be connected to the first 2 piles. It could be like the final outcome where it's very happy. There's many changes that occurred. There is a financial stability that bloomed, and a chance to work together as not just lovers, but also as partners, and feeling safe together and happy together. So there could be this gypsy feeling here, like traveling and going with the flow and trusting your ability to make it all work out, and it will. Like, this is like real positive energy here. Things will work out, and taking chances and it turning out, you know, you're like odds in your favor kind of thing. It's saying odd or eccentric individuals may come your way, and if so, you may want to give them a chance, as they could help advance your cause. Give your relationship a chance. So there is somebody coming into your world that's kind of different from your normal, but it's time to give them a chance. It's time to part the clouds and let the sun shine through. Be playful, be bold, and end up a winner, because luck and light are on your side. I really like that. That is like a happily ever after ending, you know, like the sun coming out. And then Libra is also very happy and very honest. Andre Breton says, all my life my heart has yearned for a thing I cannot name. See, there's something there that maybe you noticed in each other. You just can't name it. What is it? You know, that's why we come up with labels like twin flame and stuff like that, because we don't really know how to name it. But we know that something is that special and unusual exists for certain people, right? Sometimes it's soulmates, sometimes whatever it could be, you know. Different cultures talk about the connection people have, like the red thread. And sometimes connections don't always mean marriage and happily ever after. It could just be a connection. But love is mysterious and does interesting things. So let's see. Libra is all about love, and it's also about, you know, it's also about justice and balancing things. So I'm going to just read all of Libra. All right. Don't go it alone. And they love marriage and having partners. Linking up with a partner will serve you best. So this is a must. It's kind of like, if you're like me and your Saturn is in the 7th house, you are destined to have a partner. You are destined to fulfill this karmic balance in your life where you do things with another. And it goes so well with the Leo about working together, not just loving each other and playing with each other, but also working together. Libra is a sign of balance, charm, and beauty. Librans are notorious for their wit, ability to weigh and judge, as well as their appreciation for the beautiful things in life. They adore collecting striking things. That means objects and people. A common thing with Libras are like matchmaking. You know, like sometimes it's almost like I like to put people together, and I've done that. I actually match-made somebody at work, which was pretty awesome. They were perfect together, and they ended up getting married together. But like, you know, sometimes you might want to match yourself up in a game. I used to make paper dolls, and I'd cut out the dolls and put them together. I did that with my Barbies. I always matched up things. I'm just the matcher. I love to do that. I don't know why. And then colors and things like that, even in artwork. And I love couple images, all, you know, so you can see in my cards, I use a lot of couple images. So, yeah, but I'm not a Libra. I'm Libra rising still. It affects me enough because I have Libra in the 12th house. But enough about me. Let's continue. So Libras are aesthetics with a love of art and literature that can at times be showy and vainglorious, which goes really great with the Leo. And maybe there's a couple here out there that's a Leo and a Libra, and y'all will be a great pair. Libras are known for changing their minds and opinions. What is true one day may not be the next. Because they are so balanced, they see all sides to every issue, but they tend to vacillate and have trouble coming up to a final decision. I think that also kind of talks about this wheel too, like because you with this Libra influence can see so much to the situation. You're not willing to just leave it as it is, and you're willing to come around again and a new perspective and a new higher until you reach the peak. Though there is a promise with the Libra that once they've made a decision, they stick to it, very much like a land sign, an earth sign. But they have to really really sort it out a lot. You know, they really have to see it through and really see it through and let it evolve until it reaches its peak. And then they can that can be, you know, what they want, they choose that, or they can let it go. There's also a sarcastic side to Libra who loves to test his wit against others. Their quick-witted retorts are filled with sarcasm and sharp accuracy, like John Lennon and Oscar Wilde. And since Libra, they also like to play devil's advocate. And Libra rules the 7th house of partners in marriage. Those influenced by this sign do best in life with a partner. But it can be the sign of codependency, and many will pair up at the drop of a hat. So that can be an issue too, you know, pairing up just because you want to pair up, which that happened to me. And I got a divorce because it didn't work out. But I did like being married very much. I liked it enough to stay with it for so long when it wasn't working for a long time. And Libras is the sign of lovers and romance. Although Libra is a masculine sign, Libra men understand women better than any other sign. When the Libra card turns up, it indicates you are riding the fence over something and need to make a decision. So that's where you guys are right now. But I think you're definitely leaning towards giving your relationship a chance. Things are working out here. There's a need for safety and security, but don't be together just to be safe and secure. Be together because you feel right together, you know. But I think this is right. This whole thing feels very right to me. This is a favorable card for romance and relationship, and it indicates a time where relationships are turning happier and more content. So it's good. This feels kind of like the happily ever after pile after 1 and 2 was the harsh. And right now, everything must be fair and balanced. It's important not to sacrifice your own feelings or desires simply because you hope to avoid a conflict. It will feel as if the middle approach is the smartest one now, and it's probably right. And this has to do with courtrooms and legal documents and law and all of those things, and happy, but in the end, its happiness is achieved when you pool your resources with the significant other. And then achievement will be found when you find the right person who mirrors your own ideals and beliefs. All matters worked on within sincere and equal partnership shall prove to be successful to the utmost. Very nice. And one of my daydreams as I was floating in the water yesterday had to do with polarities and the Aries and the Libra, and how Libra's in my South Node, and one of the things that I have to work against is people pleasing. So if you're like that, just remember, you don't sell yourself short. Don't say yes if you really feel no to something. Just stand up for yourself and be true to yourself, even if you like to avoid conflict. It's understandable. I mean, I understand. But don't do it just to sacrifice your own needs, okay? All right, let's see what your charms have to say. Just going to sprinkle a little. Here we go. Aww. So who did you get? You got the sundial, which I love the sundial because that just, to me, that's like the sun coming out. It's very Leo-esque, The numbers here are 2, 8, and 10. So maybe this month, the 8th month, something happened on the 10th or on the 2nd of the month, or maybe in 2 weeks something will happen, or maybe October the 2nd or 8th something will happen. So this, it could have to do with time. It could have to do with where the sun is in the sky too, like the time of the day something happens. And it could have a little bit to do with direction. Which direction are you going in? You get the rubber ducky, which is rhymes with the F word. And it's just kind of a little joke thing, but I feel definitely a strong sexual attraction here, not just a love attraction. Ooh, you've got the pyramid, which makes me feel like this is possible that it could be connected to pile number 2, because pile 2 was the all-seeing eye pyramid one, and so maybe there is a connection somehow. But I feel like with that lightning bolt, it's almost like an aha moment. Like I see some truth. I see the truth of the matter. I knew, like I have an epiphany, and like the chakras are all aligned. Like I feel like this is gonna all work out, but it's gonna take a moment like this, a very strong knowing moment where everything feels aligned, and you can see all the colors of the rainbow. This also could represent those of you who are LGBT community, so just know that all of these readings can be for you guys too, and you're loved and you're special too, and you have a right to be with who you want to be with, and who you love. And here you have Elsa. So Elsa is single, and I feel like this reading is saying singlehood is a great, ambitious, important part of who you are, but you are meant to be in a partnership, because 2 heads are better than 1 in your case, and you need that other person to balance you. So yeah, I feel, did we have let me see, let's review all of these. Give your relationship a chance. You have a lot of balance, beautiful passion, seduction and tenderness, very turtle-esque, calm and comfort. As far as your message is, confidence is important. Somebody's got to reach out and be strong and protective, and forgiveness for pain and hurt. But somebody's in a better headspace now, which is good. After the other 2 piles, if they're related, then that's good, And so This is like famous person. Moving slow and steady and bringing you a hug. But the wheel coming around, like coming around again. Things are coming around again. The only negative card would be the criticized card, like maybe just feeling like not knowing what to say in the situation because they don't want to be criticized. But they do feel encouraged. They feel encouraged and adventurous, like something could come of this, you know? And definitely a lot of love feelings. Now that I see you, everything is different, and I will love you to my dying day. So, yeah, I feel like that one is kind of like the epiphany. Now that I see you, that I really see you, I'm really seeing you now, okay? And I just know that I'm in a better headspace now. I wasn't quite clear before, but now I think I've really figured it out, you know? before the sun goes down, or something with the sun, like the dial of the sun. I don't know, you guys, but I feel like at least pile 3 was very happy, energetic connection here. I feel it's really interesting because we have finances and career. So these 4, like, say it all, you know, there is a romantic relationship here. Give your relationship a chance. That is also a financial partnership. It's going to be really beautifully balanced, and you both are stars. You're like both famous. You're going to be in the limelight. Yeah. And you both have those kind of acting or singing or some kind of talent where you're going to be together. This could be soon or could be way far in the future, but I think this is kind of like the happily ever after pile. Like, this is the potential in the future. Okay, you guys. Well, I hope you like that. You know, I'm not going to talk too much because, man, this is the longest reading I've ever done, I think. But I hope you like that. And big hugs to all my subscribers. Thank you so... I mean, I worked so hard. I worked a nail off. I don't know. If you are new and you're just visiting, you know, I have various lengths of readings. I have various styles of readings. But I do this one, the message from your person every week. And lately, and probably because of the portal, it's been very strong soulmate, twin flame kind of energies. But sometimes a nice lighthearted energy does come out. This 3rd pile could be very separate from the other 2 piles, as in you're meeting somebody that maybe you're meeting them at work and you feel a nice lighthearted energy with them, and you feel like you have to be together and you work together. But you also have a love connection together. So I think that's a beautiful resolution to number 3. And it doesn't necessarily have to be twin flame or soulmate or anything else. It could just be really, really happy connection. And that's, you know, basically what we look for. A lot of us look for. Some of us are very happy and do fine in our singlehood. So I was looking for that single card, but it's in pile 2, I think. Anyway, so I do see some connections to the other piles, but this one definitely could stand alone, maybe. All 3 of them, I guess, could stand alone. But anyway, hope you like that. If you like that, feel free to share it with friends and stuff. And if you like the channel, check out the channel. There's all kinds of stuff here, you know. Check out the description box and you know, to get more information and to learn more. And then, you know, you decide if you want to become a subscriber or even a member, or just continue visiting, because I still appreciate all of you visitors. And yeah, I see you guys next time. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.